I think you can.
That's very interesting. Hold
All
on,
right,
I got
we're
something.
live. We're live now, guys. We're
There
live.
we go. Nope, I'm live.
We're live. We're live on YouTube. All
Oh, I
right.
see it live.
I see that bugs too.
Oh, I see the live. I see it.
We in that bugs.
We
We in there.
live.
All right.
Where's
Now.
everybody at?
I'm on mute. No, I'm not.
All right.
I
Now I'm
got you,
putting it
bro.
on. Why does it say test? I posted it
Ain't no
to.
test. I'm live.
No,
I don't see you, bro. Where you at?
I'm posting it to Facebook. I'm trying to.
I was getting serious.
Oh, you trying to post it to? What is this, bro? What are we doing here?
What are we doing here?
Yeah, what is this? What is all this
Are
going
you
on,
not
bro?
confident?
This is my first time actually.
Are you not confident in your
I just
wisdom,
told you what we're
spirituality,
doing.
Danny?
Man, run it, man. It's a cool name here is live.
Whoa.
That's who we
Let me
are.
stop. Nah.
It's insert cool name here.
Hey,
It's
man, we
legit.
could do it live. You want to run it, Daniel?
No, I'm out.
Boom, Grow Squad Live.
Podcast right now, boy.
All right, Grow Squad Live.
Man, F that nigga Freeman, bro.
What's the podcast? Whoa, you can't. What? You can't say. You can't just say that, bro.
Wow.
We're live.
Oh, we lit. I apologize. You know what?
That's Freeman.
I got you, bro.
All right.
Danny, you gotta chill.
All right, look.
I forgot we're live, bro. All right, cool.
You can't say the N word either.
Not you're right, bro.
Oh man.
You're absolutely right.
All right.
Excuse the language, bro.
So Grow Squad Live is live. All right, we're gonna have Daniel pray because
Danny?
Daniel's the most spiritual disembodied.
Daniel.
I'm not. You're the
Daniel,
leader.
Daniel,
You're the leader, Chris. You gotta pray.
Daniel's the leader.
No,
Daniel
you're the leader.
Jorge.
Daniel is the most spiritual disembodied voice here. You can only
I'm the
get
fourth.
You can
I'm
only
the
get
fourth most spiritual.
you can only get prayer from a disembodied voice. Like if your face show, then you can pray. And Sean ain't even a voice anymore. He's just
Chris,
He's not.
Chris,
He's just
you
a.
look like you're in the
He's a
best
logo.
position.
That's it.
he's just a logo.
He's just a logo right now, bro. That's
Chris,
it.
you're in the best position to pray right now.
Why?
You got a Superman shirt.
That is true.
That is
Facts.
Facts. I can't argue with facts. All right. Let's pray. Father God, we thank you for
What?
our chances to be in the Grow Squad. We thank you for the Grow Squad. Thank you that the squad grows. Thank you that we got we have your word, and we pray that just this time of fellowship can be of a benefit to not just us, since we're testing it live. We're going live to the world. That it's a benefit to anyone who sees and watches. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
All right, let's have Sean say something just to make sure he's still here. Like, just to make sure.
But where's everybody else at, though? Where's everybody else at?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
Because there's a lot of people that be lit on the group message. So I need that same static here.
I know, right?
Danny, we are live.
I know.
I know, bro. I haven't said anything crazy.
So
I see it coming though.
The first thing to cover is what happened to the rest of the Grow Squad. So I know
That's the only thing I said, bro. That's the only thing I said.
Gamage.
All right, we have Gamage, Pastor
Gamage, and Terrace Jones. They were negligent in their preparations, and so I saw them putting up shutters.
Shutters.
So they're putting up these shutters right now. Mark is in the back of the room.
Who?
Mark is printing up shirts right now.
Yeah, Mark is printing up shirts because he doesn't live in Florida. So,
who?
Mark L9 Freeman.
Oh, I don't think I've ever heard of the guy.
Yeah, I never heard of him either.
He can't hear you guys.
He used to make really good music, but then he made all of that really good music bad by releasing a terrible song.
Wow.
Man, he sounds like a bad guy.
He corrupted himself.
Wow, we're live.
You bodied yourself, Mark L9 Freeman. You bodied yourself. No,
Poor guy, bro.
No, man, he's awesome. Free publicity. Everyone search Freeman. Search Freeman and buy all the music. It's some other
free bands?
Freeman.
No, free men.
Freeman.
It's all good.
I think
Freeman. Spell it.
FR. FREEMAN or
Yeah, free.
Oh,
That's free, man.
FRXMXN.
All right, see y'all. We're off topic already.
Yeah.
All right, Sean.
he's on mute. That's just a logo. That's not even Sean. That's just a logo.
Yeah,
That's
he
just
walked
to
away.
inform everybody on Google Hangouts. Yeah, that's it.
He walked away.
He just wants some free publicity.
Yep.
That's it, bro. Just at least throw the 2SC logo up, bro.
He's like, if anybody watches,
Oh,
I just
it is?
want
I
them
don't
to
see
know
the
that I
2SC
make
logo.
music.
All I see is the Google Hangout logo. That's it.
Oh, that's what you see? Oh, I see a 2SC logo. Yeah.
Not me.
But yeah, I figured we just chill, chat for a little bit, kick it, Grow Squad style. So, you to get all the way into our actual Grow Squadiness, I figured we could talk about hurricanes and the fear of hurricanes. What's everyone's thought on the hurricane? Like what's the deal with that? I mean,
It's a hoax.
Wow.
Okay, that's one way to start.
No, I think it's real.
For the sake of what we're trying to do here, let's all just assume the hurricane is real.
Yeah, let's just
All right, we'll say that, man.
We'll just go on the working assumption that it's real.
And it's Hurricane
Okay.
Irma. We had discussed about Hurricane Irma.
Yeah, we'll call it Irma.
For people who aren't in Florida.
Yeah, we'll call it Irma. But anyway, so just from a throwing it out to the Grow Squad sort of take, like, we all know that the Bible says God hasn't given us a spirit of fear.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, when we're looking at a major hurricane or storm or whatever, there's a practical side to that. So, how did you guys kind of look at that? Like, do you feel like how much is can you be too prepared? Can you be over prepared to where preparation crosses into fear? Or...
Well, I think the media is very good at selling fear. Because that's their job, to sell fear. It sells. Fear sells.
Well, I mean, fear is a good motivator.
Fear is a good motivator.
And so I feel like, some of these broadcasters are in certain parts of the state making it seem like, oh my God, we're over here, we're about to be underwater. I mean, I'm kind of in one of the worst parts now, and I'm chilling. Like, the power's still on, it's cool over here.
Where are you exactly, Danny?
I'm in West Palm Beach.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm in West Palm Beach. So, it just made landfall on the Keys not too long ago.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. The headline, ironically, says, "Nightmare just beginning. Potentially catastrophic strike on Southwest Florida ahead."
Yeah, that's where I'm at, Southwest.
Yeah, I mean,
You're Southeast. You're East.
Well, Southeast, yeah. I'm Southeast, yeah.
Before I say anything, let me let everybody know. I am in Georgia. So, you see where I was at with it. I left. Now, I do not believe that we have a spirit of fear, but like you said, there is a practical side to it. And I don't think that taking those practical measures equals a lack of faith. So that's what I'm at with it.
That's true. I mean, let's just throw it out there for the sake of discussion. Can it be can you be over practical? Do you think
to the point where it goes into fear? Yeah, I do believe you can.
Do you think there's a tipping point?
I mean, my theory with anything is always, be alive. You got to make it home alive and worry about the rest later. That's kind of where I've been at with it. If we can worry about the deep stuff, on Wednesday when you're alive still, but I don't think you can. I don't think there's a such thing as being too prepared. If that's what you're asking. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I think the most important thing is to stay safe and worry about the rest later.
That's true. What do you think, SC2 logo or 2SC logo? Do you have any thoughts? No,
I think that's just a logo, just for the sake of product placement. Product placement at its finest.
YouTube actually asks you if you're going to be putting any ads in.
Which one's it?
So, no, I feel you, Dan.
You can't see.
I think you make.
Horrible. You can't even see.
I think every person's got to make, you know, the decisions that seem most sound to them, you know, at the time. You know, you don't operate out of fear, but you got to do what you got to always do what you believe is right. You know,
for sure. You shouldn't let fear move you.
Actually, at this point, I guess we can leave, bro, because he's all that out, bro.
Okay, we can hear Markel Nine Freeman in the background.
Oh yeah, he's working. He's working.
I did get my Bible out because, you know, I'm a real Bible type dude. There's actually in First Peter chapter 1, like in chapter 1, Peter actually talks about being born again to a living hope, which, like, when I first read it, actually at the time I read it, you know, me and my wife were dealing with some different stuff financially and things like that. And so it was like, it was awesome. It was really refreshing to read through it, because what Peter goes to talk about in that chapter is about where our hope should really lie, where our hope should really rest in, and how our hope extends beyond just the circumstances of the situation. And I would even say the hope that we have as believers extends even beyond the change in the situation. You know what I mean? Oh, we got more muted people. Now it is just
it's just me and you. Hey, listen,
the girl squad.
I'm down for the ride.
That's a second effect of Hurricane Irma, like girl squad's shrinkage. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's too much water, and so we didn't.
It's too much. So the hype is real. The hype is real.
The hype is real. The government has finally done it.
The government did it.
They
finally learned how to manipulate the weather.
But what do you think about that, Danny? Like that our hope as believers extends beyond even really just like the situation changing. Like, even if the situation never changes, the hope remains. I guess
right, for sure. I definitely agree with, you know, your faith should always never. How can I say it? You should never let your natural circumstances dictate your faith.
Right.
As far as, like, you know, your fleshly, like, human, like, whatever we see here in the natural, let it dictate what's gonna happen with us supernaturally. Like, we can be as ready as we can be naturally, but we have to literally let God do the supernatural. You know, if it's our time, it's gonna be our time. We can't stop it. If it's your time, it's your time. But, you know, also, he did give us wisdom. So, you know, we can get as ready and prepared as possible. But, you know, at the end of the day, we should never let our natural circumstances dictate our faith.
I think even in a way, like when you place your confidence in as it says in First Peter, I think it's it's in verse 4. I have it literally up here, so I'm not like.
Yeah, I have my Bible out too.
One of them like mad, like I know all the stuff that says like, but it says we're born again to an inheritance that is imperishable, undefiled, and unfading, kept in heaven for you. So it's like kind of thinking about that. I think a lot of ways what I'm saying there is no matter what your current situation, you always have a better situation. And you know, whether today's situation changes or not, you know, of course we have a hope that it will change, that things will get better, and you do what you got to do. But you also have, like Danny said, you know, or as Danny was saying, you know, we don't know our time, we don't know what's going to happen next, but we have like that hope that God's got his better plan involved, you know.
Right.
I'm trying to remember. OSC2SC, you have anything to say? No,
that's just a product placement logo, bro. That's it. I mean, we got to charge him for it.
I want to make sure that he gets all of his like product placement, you know, so people know to go online and purchase his music.
Y'all check out 2SC. Master Builder is already out.
Master Builder already out.
By the way, this is free ad-free marketing. We usually don't do this.
Selling ads to Girl Squad.
But he's part of the Grow Squad, part of the home team. So if you would like to put ads or some marketing on the Grow Squad live page, please contact Christopher Poe.
If you would like to add.
He would make any product placement, any type of ads outside of the Grow Squad. Contact Christopher Poe. We will send you a list of prices. Yeah.
We'll donate what you, Danny.
Huh?
You know what, bro? Somebody get Markel 9 Freeman on here.
Nah, bro. He said he's too good for us.
Bro, you keep on mentioning this Markel 9 Freeman guy. I have no idea who he is.
I think Sean walked away though, for real.
Like I do.
But why waste the battery in the midst of a hurricane?
Why? Why even act like we're here?
Yeah, why?
Because Sean went to Orlando, fam. Sean went to Orlando.
So he think he's clear from the hurricane?
I don't know. I wish
you know that joint going straight through Orlando.
Not going straight to Orlando.
Who knows where it's gonna go? You never know where storms are gonna go. It can't be.
No, it's gonna come back. It's gonna come back to the east.
You think it's gonna come back east?
Yeah, bro. We'll go west and come right through the state of Florida. Go right back east.
That's one thing it could do.
It could very well possibly do that, bro.
Man, I'm just, as far as that thing, I just look at it and it's just like, okay, only thing I trust.
Yeah, I was in Miami when Hurricane Andrew.
Oh, you were?
Literally the same. Yeah, so I was living in Miami when that happened. We actually because Miami Beach was under evacuation and we left. We left to Homestead. Homestead wasn't prepared.
Oh, okay.
And literally took a curve and in the last minute hit Homestead. I remember waking up. I mean, we only woke up to the bathroom. Like we all had to sit in the bathroom with a mattress over our head.
Oh man.
Yeah, we woke up with just the bathroom. That's it.
Man.
Yeah, so it took a curve in the last minute. But Andrew was pretty bad.
That's the whole thing. Like a lot of times, we look at these, my wife and I were talking about it, and I think that's the best reason to get prepared. Because, you don't know what the storm's going to do.
Right. There was a lot of people evacuating from this side, from the East Coast, and going to the West Coast of Florida. And it changed literally overnight. Now it's headed for the West Coast of Florida. So it's just like, there's literally nothing you can do until it's actually very close to land because it's very unpredictable.
Right.
I mean, these systems are, it could still make a change. It could still go right back to the east. Like we just don't know what it's gonna do.
That's what happened with Charlie.
Right.
If you remember Hurricane Charlie. Charlie.
Yeah, that was my senior year. That was my senior year in high school.
Like we was all ready for Charlie. It was like, Charlie's gonna hit Tampa. Charlie's gonna hit Tampa. It was coming up this exact path, and then it just turned. It just turned and hit.
It kind of went through
it went
Central.
Straight through the middle. Yeah, straight through the middle. It hit Orlando.
It went through Central. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, these systems are very unpredictable. So, who knows what's going to happen now? It was never supposed to go to the West Coast. I mean, the East Coast was supposed to get demolished. Now it's the West Coast. So, yeah, who knows? It could be going further west. It might not even, the eye might not even go through Tampa or St. Pete. So, right. Who knows, bro? Who knows? It just touched Florida.
Right. It's just making. Did it even make landfall yet?
The Keys, which is, if you want to consider the Keys, it is Florida, but the Keys is literally its own separate island, bro, right off of Florida.
I know. From looking at the wind speeds and stuff, the storm's trying to tell it. It's funny. I keep looking at it, and they keep predicting that it's going to get weaker.
Right.
And every time an update comes out, it's like, nah. Storm be like, I'm good. It's like,
yeah. Well, it did go over that hot body of water when it was over Cuba. There was a hot, it was like 92 degrees over there, the water. So that's where it strengthened up.
Yeah, it was. But it's been a Category 4 through the last. They're predicting it to be a Category 3 around when it hit Fort Myers.
Man, it's gonna weaken.
Yeah, preferably it keeps weakening.
Yeah.
Keeps weakening and. But yeah, another thing that came up, me and my wife were talking is the city of Tampa. Like if you lived in Tampa your whole life, there hasn't been a major storm, like not even close to this size since like
They said it's been close to a century, from what I've
yeah,
heard.
close to 100 years, like 1929 or something like that, 1920
Yeah,
something.
that's what I heard.
So it's like,
Yeah.
you add in that, I think some of the trepidation that people have concerning it, especially
Right.
in the city of Tampa, is because like we ain't never been through nothing like that, to be honest.
Right.
Even people who
But
are yeah.
I think Florida in general is ready for, major, like with Andrew. I mean, Andrew did teach Florida a lot, in previous hurricanes before then too. I mean, Florida, we have a drainage system, so flooding
Right.
will never be like a major issue like it was for Texas, because I'm pretty sure Texas doesn't have like a drainage system like we do here in Florida.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure either,
Hopefully,
but I know we have a decent drainage system here.
hopefully we got all our stuff really, prepared, and we dude, I just saw a meme. The meme is hilarious because I thought about Pastor Gamage. He was it's a meme the dude got. It says Texas just got hit by a Category 3 hurricane, worst in Texas history, and it's like flooded or whatever. It says, meanwhile in Florida, with a Category 5 on the way, we plan hurricane parties and make memes. So it's like a dude standing outside with a flag and a shotgun. So Pastor Gamage posted his he posted like his rifles and stuff. He had it all ready. I was like, bro, I don't think you know what hurricanes' weaknesses are. Like I think you're a little confused about what they're vulnerable to.
Right, I don't think bullets is gonna.
But yeah, ultimately you really do want people to just stay safe, and I don't think it's fair to do reasonable preparations for storm, for something that's impending like that.
Right.
I always have my standing theory is that God doesn't. We don't need to ask God about just sort of common sense stuff. It's
Right,
like
exactly.
it's like
And I think, that's my issue too with I think a lot of people and Christians trying to hear from God. A lot of it is common sense. Like, God gave you a sound mind, like, for wisdom and everything. So it's just like, what are you waiting to hear from God? This is common sense at this point.
Right. It's like God doesn't have to tell you not to drink Clorox bleach. Like,
yeah, like what? Right.
It's poison, bro. Like you know that. Like it's cool. I believe that the Spirit of God gave us, like you said, He gave us a sound mind. Because if he wanted to make automatons, just robots that did everything He said all the time, and he could have done that,
Right, for sure. I agree.
So, He's given us the ability to think and view things. And yeah, man, I'm let Daniel get to his football game, and since Growth Squad turned into a conversation between Daniel and Chris, Danny and Chris.
That's all it was today, bro. Definitely. You
The
yourself, Daniel?
The issue here is, guys, is that the Growth Squad didn't show up.
I know, right? It was supposed to be,
supposed
to be more squad to this Growth Squad.
This is the Growth Squad right here, bro.
But it's cool.
I think with some thought into it, I think it actually could be a dope thing. With some thought and some.
I mean, all you gotta do is. All we're doing is just getting on and chatting. I mean, that's all we do for the Growth Squad.
That's true.
The whole idea was just to be able to share with everybody else.
Right.
Because it really, my belief is just that you grow spiritually, not just in the instruction that comes forth, because the instruction you get comes forth, but it's like all of that instruction gets catalyzed, into your life in the discussions you have about it, like afterwards. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's not just, I heard a great message. I heard a great message, and then when I was talking to my homies about the great message, like they started talking to me about how they are going to apply it to their lives, and we make that message alive in our lives.
Yeah, I'm with you, bro.
Speaking of messages, did you guys watch Pastor Brian last night?
I did not.
Yeah, I wasn't able to.
Oh yeah.
No, I catch him though. I catch him probably like during halftime.
I feel that about. I can't enjoy during halftime. I feel you, bro.
I feel you. That's what happened.
I gotta finish it up.
That's what happened.
Son, don't do that, bro. You ain't been talking the whole time. If you want to come on and let us know that you've been listening to Pastor Brian, I see you.
Yeah, I just got back, bro.
Don't be that guy.
Man,
you want to come on so you let the people know you was listening to Pastor Brian. I got you, bro.
I feel you, Sean. I feel
this
you.
Whole time.
Sean's like, man, that's my boss too.
Hey, Sean.
I feel you, Sean.
Yeah.
Sean, that's lame. That's lame, bro. That's lame, bro.
That is whack.
You lame for that, bro.
You heard Pastor Brian. I was like,
you lame for that.
Me.
Hey, man, how do I get this dude off, bro? How do I get this dude off my screen?
Oh man.
Hey, Sean, the name, bro.
Sean popped back up. Sean popped back up. He was like, "What y'all said? Fake moves." I got you.
Wait, Chris.
That's my man. That's my man, Sean.
I thought Chris had the women's conference shirt on.
Oh shoot, who's that?
Oh, it's me. I wasn't here.
I don't think.
Oh, who are you, bro?
I came in at the end.
All right, guys. I'm about to get out. I feel like Dan is gonna get back this.
Is this guy part of the Growth Squad? Who is this? Who's this guy? Who are you, bro? Who are you?
Hey,
What's
Tuesday? Which Tuesday did you show up for, Danny?
About.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap it right there. Oh, dang, he done hung up too for real. He just
Sean.
But no, it was
bounced.
It was cool. We'll do it again. We'll do it again.
No, we said Martin tried my life.
He did.
That boy got you, bro.
What? Who is that? All right, you know what? I think I'm out of this call too, bro. All right, Chris.
All right, man.
All right, so.
All right, guys. Love you.